What's up, everybody, and welcome to Read the Bible with me. Today we're looking at chapter 21 of 1 Kings, and I'm so excited to be reading with you today. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and click subscribe and turn on your notification bell if you're new. And if you're a Bible Club member, I want to first say thank you for all that you do to support this ministry with that $10 a month. We use that $10 to send Bibles and missionaries out into the mission field every single month through a partnership with the Voices of Martyrs ministry. And so I'm grateful for you that you've committed that and to help us be the ministry that we are today. Thank you so much. If you're a Bible Club member, click like on this video and leave a comment below. If you just leave a white flag or something, just say you are here. I'd love to see you. Let's look at chapter 21, verse 1. It says, "Now Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard in Jezreel, beside the place of Ahab king of Samaria. And after this, Ahab said to Naboth, 'Give me your vineyard, that I may have it for a vegetable garden, because it is near my house, and I will give you a better vineyard for it. Or if it seems good to you, I will give you its value in money.' But Naboth said to Ahab, 'The Lord forbid that I should give you the inheritance of my fathers.' And he lay down. Of my fathers. And Ahab went into his house vexed and sullen because of what Naboth the Jezreelite had said to him. For he had said, 'I will not give you the inheritance of my fathers.' And he lay down on his bed and turned away his face and would not eat no food." And so this is, he's like pouting about it. But Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said to him, "Why is your spirit so vexed that you eat no food?" He said to her, "Because I spoke to Naboth the Jezreelite, and he said to him, 'Give me your vineyard for money, or else, if it pleases you, I will give you another vineyard for it.' And he answered, 'I will not give you my vineyard.' Jezebel, his wife, said to him, 'Do you now govern Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let your heart be cheerful. I will give you the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite.' So she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal. And she sent the letters to the elders and the leaders who lived with Naboth in his city. And she wrote in the letters, 'Proclaim a fast, and set Naboth at the head of the people, and set two worthless men opposite of him. Let them bring a charge against him, saying, You have cursed God and the king. Then take him out of his city, and the elders and then take him out and stoned him to death. And the men of his city, and the elders and the leaders who lived in his city, did as Jezebel had sent word to them. As it was written in the letters that she had sent to them, they proclaimed a fast and set Naboth at the head of the people. And the two worthless men came and sat opposite him, and the worthless men brought a charge against Naboth in the presence of the people, saying, 'Naboth cursed God and the king.' So they took him outside of the city and stoned him to death with stones. Then they sent to Jezebel, saying, 'Naboth had been stoned, and he is dead.' As soon as Jezebel heard that Naboth had been stoned and was dead, Jezebel said to Ahab, 'Arise, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, which he refused to give you for money, for Naboth is not alive, but dead.' And as soon as Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, Ahab arose to go down to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite to take possession of it. Then the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, 'Arise and go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, who is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, where he has gone to take possession. And you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord, Have you killed and also taken possession? And you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord, In this place where dogs licked up the blood of Naboth, shall dogs lick up your own blood.' And Ahab said to Elijah, 'Have you found me, O my enemy?' He answered, 'I have found you, because you have sold yourself to do what is evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, I will bring disaster upon you. I will utterly burn you up, and will cut off from Ahab every male, bond or free, in Israel. And I will make your house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah. for the anger to which you have provoked me, and because you have made Israel to sin. And of Jezebel, the Lord also said, the dog shall eat Jezebel within the walls of Jezreel. Anyone belonging to Ahab who dies in the city of the dogs shall eat. And any one of his who dies in the open country of the birds, the heavens shall eat. There was none who sold himself to do what was evil in the sight of the Lord like Ahab, whom Jezebel, his wife, has incited. And so, we see this kind of team of evil that they are kind of like, the team of rebellion against God, just like in the beginning, Adam and Eve were in agreement to rebel against God. And so they did that. And so we see it here again with Ahab and Jezebel. And we also see a correlation between Ahab taking what was not his, just like David took what was not his, and killing the possession that it was. And so David killed Bathsheba's husband, and Ahab now has killed, with his wife, has killed, what's his name? Naboth. He's killed Naboth for his property. And so we see the same sin kind of puts the Lord over his grace, and he says he has Elijah, Nathan at David's time, but Elijah in this time to prophesy his death. And so he acted very abominably in going after idols, as the Amorites had done, whom the Lord cast out before the people of Israel. And when Ahab heard those words, he tore his clothes and put sackcloth on his flesh, and fasted and lay in sackcloth, and went about dejectedly. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, Have you seen how Ahab has humbled himself before me? Because he has humbled himself before me, I will not bring the disaster in his days, but in his son's days I will bring the disaster upon his house. And so we see here that the Lord is still showing grace. There's so much grace in the Old Testament, and he's so merciful to this king that doesn't deserve it. None of us deserve God's grace. We're just like Ahab. We've turned, many of us, to idol gods. We've took things that don't belong to us, and the Lord continues to show us grace. If we humble ourselves, he shows grace, more grace to the humble, as James 4 says. But if we exalt ourselves, as 1 Peter 5 says, the Lord will humble us. So you don't want to be exalting yourself. Stay humble. Let the Lord bless you. And that was chapter 21 of the book of 1 Kings. Thank you so much for reading the Bible with me today. If you'd like to join the Bible Club, please click the link in my description or ask for help in the comment section. I'll be glad to help you. God bless you. Till next time, we'll be reading chapter 22 of the book of 1 Kings, the last chapter. You want to make sure you're there for the last chapter of this book. God bless you. Peace.